so the night that I got shot at the block party, I was in the mindset of like, I'm not believing in Jesus as the savior of and redeemer of my sins. I'm like, if I was in Asia and indigenous to an Asian country and I knew nothing of Jesus, I should not have to go to hell as a result, right? So that night, I'm having all these gut feelings as to not go to this block party. And, my friend, he comes, he drives up, he's like, yo, we're going to the party, man, we gotta go, we're gonna get on the microphone. And I'm like, well, I don't really wanna go home, right? I really wanna go home. But I had already had some premonitions earlier from another conversation. Somebody said, hey man, wouldn't it be messed up if somebody pulled out a SK and just shot up everything? And I was like, yeah, that would be kind of messed up. But for some reason, it terrified me, right? Like in that moment when he said it, it like sent shudders through my body. And I'm having this premonition, and my friend's like, let's go to the block party. I'm like, nah, I really want to go home. He's like, man, you gotta go. I'm like, all right, okay, I'm gonna go. And we go, and the whole time I'm in the backseat of the car feeling sick. Like this pit stomach feeling, like, oh God, I don't know why I'm doing, but I'm gonna go. So we go to the party. We get there. A guy has an argument in the front of the house. They wouldn't let him in. We picked up probably about a caravan of people on the way, so I'm sure that this birthday party we were going to was like, yo, there's a lot of people from Southside in the front. We don't know if we want to let all of them in. And he gets into an argument. They wouldn't let him in. He goes back to the trunk of his car, pops the trunk, and pulls out a SK semi-automatic Russian rifle, depicted here. This is not the same gun, because the one that I was shot with had a broken handle. He pulls it out and opens fire in front of the block party, right? I'm standing in the driveway, and you ever see the movie The Matrix? When Neo does the little, right, and the bullets are going slow? Like that happened to me, right? In the moment that the barrel of the gun exploded its first slug, I saw the orange and blue shooting out the barrel in slow motion. So it's like, and I'm like, and I started running, right? I didn't know I was shot when I first got shot, but it went through my leg. I got the scars, went through my leg. I got a bullet fragment in my knee, and I got hit in my wrist. The night of the shooting was a girl's birthday party. She got shot in the heart. And I was in the ER. My friends, they rushed her to the ER, Chippenham Hospital. I'm in the triage, and I hear the deed, deed, deed for the girl whose birthday it was. And, her mom, oh my God. I mean, the most guttural sound that you can ever imagine. So I say all that to say, I was challenging God and the idea of God, right? At that moment, the night I got shot. But I didn't die. So I said, I'm still alive for a reason, right? Like there's something in this space. Somebody else didn't make it tonight. One guy got shot in the face. Another girl got shot in the heart. The girl got shot in the heart. Somebody else, it's like 3 people died and 5 other people got injured that night. And so the fact that I survived made me think there's gotta be a bigger purpose for me. I remember the guy from church coming, he's like, man, thank Jesus that you praise Jesus. And I was like, man, at that moment, I was like, thank Buddha or Allah or Yahweh, whoever you want to call him, because I'm still here. And, that idea of pushing a truth and feeling connected to a truth would always kind of resonate throughout my narrative. Audre Lorde says, I began to ask each time, what's the worst that could happen to me if I tell this truth? And that will be a guiding principle throughout my adult years.